paper out Illuminati. Do your body, nigga. Blow like a 30-shot Glock, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Let the band play.
Yeah, I'm screaming thug life. Yeah, I like my money neat, but I still live a rough life. And I can't get no sleep cause I've been fighting demons all night. I get it, then repeat it, I've been thumbing through it all night. I'm straight up out the street, now I get back ends after long flights. Long flight. I got a show in Spain, yeah, man, that's a long flight. She thought I was a plumber.
Intro me up, son. It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while. We are back. We're back on YouTube. Daily grind. We're back with my man Clive. We're filming. I've had so many customers that come in and they're like, oh man, we love the YouTube. We've watched all the episodes, but there hasn't been anything new. And we have fallen off a little bit. We've been doing more kind of extracurricular things, out of shop experiences, but it's like, why not bring people back to the shop and show them what we got going on? We're still the custom shop. We're still here. We still got some quirky cars. We got stuff all over the spectrum, and we're hyped to show it to you. So, first today, what's today? We got Friday, November 1st. Wow, time flies. And it is, what is the weather today?
The weather right now is, what is it, like 70-something degrees?
70-something degrees. So when we're watching these episodes in a couple of months and we're freaking freezing, just remember November 1st was like 70-something degrees. Pretty amazing. So for anybody out there, well, you're not going to see it on November 1st, but I hope you're enjoying your day, washing your cars, getting a good drive, maybe even going to the beach for a little bit, right? But what do we got behind me? We got a beautiful Land Cruiser 60 Series. You'll actually see another Land Cruiser parked right here in the street. We're doing some work on that one also. But this 60 Series, super, super clean. I mean, look how beautiful the paint is. Come check the interior. Absolutely dope. If you guys know what this is, then you know your stuff. That's a Nardi wheel. That is a wood grain Nardi wheel. Super classic. I think it looks just right at home in this interior. Beautiful print. These old school Land Cruisers are so cool. They just scream quality, classic, and cartel. It's kind of what they do, right?
Yes.
A lot of the customers go, yo, I saw that on fucking, Pablo Escobar documentary. But anyway, yeah, we got this beautiful 60 Series in great condition, and we are swapping out the power steering pump in this vehicle. The customer had a lot of issues with his steering and turning and creaking and leaking, so just a simple power steering job. That power steering pump, the seal behind it actually leaked and got on some of the belts, so we're replacing all the belts as well, because those belts are kind of saturated in power steering fluid, and obviously you don't want that. So a very simple job, but what's cool about this is, if any of you guys are out there with like a classic car, Land Cruiser, this, that, even a right-hand drive version of any of these older Japanese cars, yeah, we're not like a 100% JDM nostalgic shop, but we have a lot of knowledge on older vehicles. My partner has over 30 years experience in Toyota. So like jobs like this, we absolutely take them, we absolutely do them. I know we're the custom shop and people might think like only custom work, but simple jobs are fine too. Just normal mechanical stuff we'll always take on. Give us a shout, we'd love to help you out. I mean, a car like this that's classic and great condition, we have no problem working on it. Now there might be a car out there that's super rusty or something funky, and maybe I won't do certain jobs like that, but for the most part, we're here to help. And we've gotten through so many of these old school Land Cruisers. I mean, the one in the street, we've did some retiming on it because the motor wasn't running correctly. It wasn't idling right. We retimed the motor. We did brakes on this one. The rear axle seals on this one were leaking into the brake system. We swapped that out. There's a lot of maintenance and a lot of things that we are able to do here at the custom shop. And I know a lot of people with these older vehicles tend to kind of like maybe be a little on the fence about where they take the vehicle, because I get it, you want a specialist, you want someone that's kind of in these things all the time, and we're an honest place. If it's something I haven't done or I don't have experience with, I'm not just going to say, yeah, bring it on down just to make a buck, but we could do basic mechanics, we could do stuff like this and that. So, if you have an issue out there with any of your trucks or cars or anything and you're kind of, on the fence about where to take it, give us a call. The most I can tell you is no and try to help refer you somewhere, but most of the time we can help you out. So that's the case with the 60 Series. This is our friend from Japan who owns this. He's living here in the States, and we're excited to get it back to him for the weekend.
Oh, he's actually from Japan.
Yeah.
That is very on brand.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, he's Japanese.
Thug life. Yeah, I like my money neat, but I still live a rough life. And I can't get no sleep cause I've been fighting demons all night. I get it, then repeat it. I've been thumbing through it all night. I'm straight up out the street, now I get back ends after long flights. Yeah, long flight. I got a show in Spain, yeah, man, that's a long flight. She thought I was a plumber when I came with that long pipe. I heard you sipping green, man, this that shit I don't like. These niggas screaming thug life.
More more about just kind of talking to Matt about the car. Like, no
Ah.
one actually kind of, and there's been some newer updates since, you know what I mean?
Alright, so hit me up, Papa
Some
Docs.
newer updates. It's been some newer updates.
What we got going on?
If you guys know, from day one, Custom Shop has always been VW friendly. I'm a big Volkswagen guy myself. I've had a Mark II Volkswagen GTI for, I don't know, 14, 15 years. I recently sold it last year, very sad. But my boy Matt, if you guys have ever followed the page or seen our past YouTube episodes, you guys know Matt. Matt is the OG in the game in New York City for the Volkswagen Mark II, and this is his GTI Mark II. He's owned this vehicle since 1995. How cool is that, right? He is the second owner, and I believe this is a 1986 or 1985 model that's kind of updated to a little newer fascia, like the LCI or facelift with the bigger bumpers. So you would look at it and it has like an early 90s look, but it's an 85, 86, but they're all in the same body style. So, but yeah, so when he got this car, it was probably only about 9 or 10 years old, and he's owned it since, and it's 2024, so you can imagine that. That's like almost 30 years
Dude,
old.
this is in 95. That's 2 years after I was
amazing?
born.
Yeah. So, yeah, this car, he's owned it since before I've had a license, before I've been on the road, anything like that. So I'm very honored, I would say, that I can help an OG like Matt maintain and keep a beautiful vehicle like this on the road, you know, really cool. So a couple things we did this time around. Now, over the years, we've done tons of work in this vehicle, and I'll get through, you know, won't get into all that, but, you know, this wave that we've done at the custom shop, there's a couple cool things. So first, the star of the show, the OZ Fittipaldi 3-piece wheels. Now, these are OZ wheels, Fittipaldi wheels. He had these wheels refinished, I believe rebarreled, resealed, and it was my job to kind of fit them on the vehicle and get the correct tire around them. So we went with the Nitto Neogen. He wanted something all season. It's very difficult nowadays to kind of find like a low pro 16-inch all season. 16-inch wheels just aren't as popular anymore. Most vehicles nowadays have such larger, bigger brakes or larger brakes that you really can't fit a 16. So you really don't see that. I think standard minimum nowadays is about a 17, almost 18 on most vehicles. So there's not too many choices out there, but Nitto did make a really dope tire called the Neogen. So this is actually an all-season tire with a really cool, almost like summer tread pattern, but it is all season. And the nice thing is they do 16-inch tires, and like they kind of do them very close in size, so you can actually do a staggered set of 16s with having the same tire. So this might be the only option, honestly, but here we go. We got a set of 16s. I believe they're 16 by 8s in the front, 16 by 9 out back. You'll see a little more of a deep dish, kind of a little fatter lip back there with the stretch tire, so we could just fit that tire right there under the fender. And these are cool, but this wheel, you know, OZ wheels is absolutely legendary, and to find a wheel like this, a Fittipaldi wheel in a 3-piece, is like, you know, super cool. Very rare, very custom, and you know, the classic Volkswagen stuff is definitely all about wheels and fitment and just getting that right chunky look, and I think we kind of got to that with this setup. So it was a little difficult, man. When we first put these wheels on, they needed a spacer, they needed a very specific lug nut, did a lot of measuring, because if you could see right here, this car, being that it is a Mark II, they never would have came with a 5-lug conversion. You can't tell here because the cap's over this, but this is actually a 5/100 conversion from, like, let's say maybe like Mark III GTI. The Mark III GTIs actually came factory VR6. This car is a Mark IV. Can I squeeze this sentence in before he goes back? So this is a Mark II. They don't come with a VR6. The VR6 was swapped into this. So when he swapped the VR6, he also did the hub conversion. So basically, it's not a 5-lug. So having a 5/100 will allow you to put the larger brake system from the 6-cylinder GTI. Problem is, when you have the larger brake, you just don't have much clearance on an older school set, you know, of wheels like this. So if you look right here, look how close the caliper plays in relation to kind of like the inner register of the wheel. This doesn't hit, it doesn't make contact, but tolerances like this were so close that it was kind of difficult to get the right spacer and the right length bolts and all that, but we got it, and we're rocking. We went through a couple different setups, but it's on the car now. Maybe we could push them out just a little more, but kind of happy where they're at, and you know, no obstruction, no rubbing, no nothing, everything clears well, and it just looks great, man. You know, before I had a decent set of wheels on this, but having a true like OZ wheel like this is just icing on the cake.
Very period correct.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So the shifter in here is a CAE shifter. It's basically like a billet race shifter. So your throws are like crazy short. It's super cool. It's got a dope mechanical look. It's really difficult, obviously, to fit the original console over something like this. So if you guys see right here, it's kind of just like popped out. We are going to make a custom console, like a surround to go around it. But for now, you got that really dope raw race look. And I mean, this thing is absolutely nuts. You have your reverse lockout, you have your 6 gears, and the throw is so much shorter and so much precise. The nice thing is the height of the shifter is cool too, because when you're boogieing down a back road or you're tracking the car, whatever it may be, oh, fucker. From your steering wheel, you have your shifter right here. You're not like reaching down. And anybody who's ever driven one of these cars, the shifter's super low down. It's kind of like almost driving like a truck or something like that, right? So having the shifter right here is like super fast and clean engagement right from your steering wheel. So really dope mod, especially for a car like this.
What's up, kid?
Yo, where you been, bro?
How's this car doing? Good?
Yeah, we got it started. There's some weird shit with the alarm system.
Right.
What are you doing?
I'm not driving as well.
Nice. What is that, oil filter housing?
Nah, the pressure test. Messing with bad.
What up, man?
Bro, I'm tired.
I miss you, kid.
Still, man. Let me get that BMW, man.
Which one?
The orange one.
My M2?
Yeah, let me hit it real quick. You know I whip that shit.
Yeah.
That's exactly why he won't let you get it.
Yeah, that's why nobody drives.
I got shit. I slide that shit to turn.
Yeah, it does that well.
Good?
She's good, man. Thank God. How's your wife?
Everything's good.
Nice, brother.
Getting ready for the
What's up,
fucking...
getting married or what?
Yeah, getting it ready.
I heard you got proposed. You proposed.
Yeah, you know.
Wow.
Get
good
it done.
for
I
you,
gotta buy a
brother.
house now, and I'm done.
Oh, man. Man, growing up,
Yeah.
growing up.
Tired.
Growing up.
We're all adults now.
Yeah, we're doing adult things.
It's crazy.
I'm happy for you,
I'm
man.
getting old. Thank you.
Getting old too, man.
Yeah.
Every day we get older.
That's it.
Every minute we get older.
That's it.
Every second, even.
Jules.
Yeah, I'm screaming thug life. Yeah, I like my money, but I still live a rough life. And I can't get no sleep cause I've been fighting demons all night. I get it, then repeat it, I've been thumbing through it all night. I'm straight up out the street, now I get back in after long flights. Yeah, long flight. I got a show in Spain, yeah, man, that's a long flight. She thought I was a plumber when I came with that long pipe. I heard you sipping green, man, this that shit I don't like. These niggas screaming thug life. Yeah, I like my
Shit's
money,
fun.
but I still live a rough
So what are we doing in this acti? Right, that's the question, right? No.
That's the question.
All right, check it out. So
First of all, what the
this is
hell is an Acti for people who don't?
the Honda Acti. This is a K truck. So these are really, really small, like Japanese work trucks. They're great to kind of put around the city, deliver things. They're great for the farm. It's not really a highway vehicle, but now that the import ban is lifted and 25 years is up, and you can pretty much bring almost anything to the country, these trucks made their way in. Now there's different states that have different legislation about like if they're allowed to drive in the state or not. I think New York's a little hairy right now, but either way, this isn't like an on-road vehicle. This is for promotion. So this is for a company called Play Vitamin. Our buddy David Heiss owns a great company where they build or program or make, not too much of a computer guy, but they make 2D like side-scrolling, classic, old-school video games, 8-bit, 16-bit stuff you'd find on Nintendo, or Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, whatever it may be. So anyway, he's got this company that make video games, super sweet. So he comes to the custom shop, and what he's doing is he has a pop-up shop in Brooklyn that Vitamin not only obviously makes these computer or video games rather, they also have like a clothing line to promote it, almost like Supreme is to like skateboarding, something like that, right? So they have this streetwear brand or this clothing line that they're going to be using to promote the brand Play Vitamin. So they have a pop-up shop in Brooklyn. The idea is to take this K truck and put it as a display in their pop-up shop. Now, why put the truck in there? Well, cool thing is the whole Acti, as you can see, it's wrapped in this really cool teal color. It might be tough to see because these are down. But you can see the truck is wrapped in teal. If you notice the front over here, we painted the bumper in like an eggshell kind of color. Same thing to match the mirrors here. And the idea is the Acti itself is supposed to resemble this. And what this is a classic Capcom arcade machine. Now you might notice like, wow, I notice arcade machines are usually bigger, right? The cool thing is, in the early 90s in Japan, arcades were booming, very popular, obviously here in the States as well. And what they did is they made these smaller arcade machines that were the correct stature for like kids. So now if you go to an arcade and you're playing Street Fighter and you bring your son with you, your daughter with you, and they want to play some games, they have another game that's their height. So obviously if I stand next to this thing,
And how tall are you for the people?
6 feet, right? So obviously wouldn't be here. I'm a tall dude, but naturally you might be like in this realm playing a normal arcade game, right? So in like the cult following and like the world of video games and enthusiasts for video games, these machines, these Japanese smaller kid machines, which I think are called Cute Kitty Game Machine from Capcom.
That is so
These are
Japanese.
super sought after. Like this is like, I don't know, like if you were into anything else, it's like a holy grail piece, right? Like maybe you're into like baseball cards, you find like a sick old school Babe Ruth card, whatever the hell it is. It's a collectible item and it's very sought after in that world. So the idea is to take this arcade machine, drop it in the back of the Acti, and have it so that when clients come into David's store, Play Vitamin store, they can walk up into the back of the Acti and play a classic vintage video game. The game that will be played on this is called Puzzle Fighter. So Puzzle Fighter, if you guys remember, is basically kind of a spoof off Street Fighter where the characters are like little baby Street Fighter guys. And it's kind of like a Tetris game where you basically build a puzzle against your opponent and, you know, try to outbuild each other, whatever it may be. But it is pretty cool and we're happy to work on it. We love weird little projects like this. I think that's what makes the shop so cool. And yeah, you never know who's going to walk through that door and what jobs you're going to get that day. So, you know, we're pretty hyped on this one. Over here we have a marine battery from Optima. So this is a deep cycle battery. I think it has like, I don't know, maybe 100 amp hours in it, which is cool because we're going to set this up so that if he takes the truck to another promotional spot or drives it somewhere else, you can actually power up the machine and play it, you know, on the back of this truck. But when he's in the shop as well, it'll be able to be plugged into the wall. So it's going to have kind of like a backup battery or backup power source using this battery right here. Nice. There's a battery tender so that when he's parked up inside his shop overnight, he can just leave this and it'll trickle charge that battery and keep it fresh. So pretty cool. Right now what we're doing is we're building a base, we're building a frame so that this machine can kind of be held in here, but still able to be removed and transported. Because if he is going to drive this truck, I don't know, you know, a few miles away or whatever it may be, you really don't want to drive with this machine back there. It's a lot of vibration. So he's able to take the machine out, put it somewhere safe, in a nice van or something, transport it, and then drive the Honda there as well. It does have plates. It has Virginia plates. So I guess in Virginia, these trucks are you know, legal for road use. In New York, I'm not so sure, but it is what it is. I can't fit in it anyway, so I don't even care.
Can you actually not?
I can hardly fit. You want to see? It's ridiculous. Too, I could show you too. We reupholstered the seats. This is going to be the shift knob. The idea with the shift knob is, if you notice on video game machines, the one player is always blue and the two player is always red. Blue and red. So you'll see that theme around the truck. Our shift knob is the one player shift knob, right? Almost like the joystick. You'll also see the mud flaps here. We did red mud flaps on this side of the vehicle and blue mud flaps on the other. So you have kind of like your two player, one player side. The interior. Got a little custom upholstery here, custom shop and Play Vitamin right on the corner. Now the cool thing about this seat is it's reupholstered in the same material that you would have on like the arcade stools that would be in the arcade in Japan. So we actually got that same material from those and repurposed it here. So, you know, it's a little Easter egg thing, if you know, you know kind of thing. So let's try to get in. Let's see what's up. Okay.
Oh, geez. All right.
Not too bad, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like, this is the accelerator, obviously. This is brake, and this is clutch. So they're pretty close to each other. I can make it work. But when you shut the door, if you notice how close my knee is
Oh, you ain't.
to... Yeah. So,
Oh.
I think, this is a signal, I guess, right? As well as the headlight. So when you close the door... Also, they're roll-up windows, right? So check this out. When you close the door, if you, like, see where my knee is...
Oh, you're
like,
right.
Even just like operating the gas, like you can hit, and then if you try to like Like, check this out. If I try to like roll the window down, you know, it's like I'm all up in here. I'm on the wheel. I'm on the thing. So I think like for me, I'd have to open this, roll the window up, shut it. The headroom's okay, you know, but.
All right, so basically you gotta be 5'9" and below.
Yeah.
To be comfortable in it. Lucky for me, I'm 5'9".
That's right.
Yeah, I'm screaming thug life. Yeah, I like my money neat, but I still live a rough life. And I can't get no sleep cause I've been fighting demons all night. I get it, then repeat it, I've been thumbing through it all night. I'm straight up out the street, now I get back ends after long flights. Yeah, long flights. I got a show in Spain, yeah, man, that's a long flight. She thought I was a plumber when I came with that long pipe. I heard you sipping green, man, this that shit I don't like. These niggas screaming thug life. Yeah, I like my money, but I still live a rough life. And I can't get no sleep cause I've been fighting demons all night. I get it, then repeat it, I've been thumbing through it all night. I'm straight up out the street, now I get back on yeah, I like my money, but I still live a rough life. And I can't get no sleep cause I've been fighting demons all night. I get it, then repeat it, I've been thumbing through it all night. I'm straight up out the street, now I get back ends after long flights. Yeah, long flights. I got a show in Spain, yeah, man, that's a long flight. She thought I was a plumber when I came with that long pipe. I heard you sipping green, man, this that shit I don't like. These niggas say thug life.
This is fucking brutal, dude.
Looking tired there, boss.
I'm fucking tired, dude. It's fucking 9 o'clock,
time
dude.
is it?
We close at 6. Sometimes she gotta do what she gotta do. At least fix an arms car, get a little something else done. That's cool.
This is the this is the reality sometimes.
Yes. Let me get this guy on the phone, see what he wants to do.
Yeah, I'm screaming thug life. Yeah, I like my money, but I still live a rough life. And I can't get no sleep cause I've been
Yeah, I got it all wired up.
I get it, then repeat it, I've been thumbing through it all night. I'm straight up out the street, now I get back ends after long flights. Yeah, long flights.
And then bro, I wish fucking
long flight. She thought I was a plumber when I came with that long pipe. I heard you sipping green, man, this that shit I don't like. These niggas screaming thug life. Yeah, I like my money, but I still live a rough life. And I can't get no sleep cause I've been fighting demons all night. I get it.
And I'm following him with this.
Nice.
Fucking Williamsburg and then Long Beach.
Oh, that's a lot of fucking. Hey, at least we don't got traffic right now.
We gotta do what we gotta do, right?
Yep.
The boys stay late and build it, I gotta stay late and sell it. What am I gonna do, you know?
True facts.
So that's it, and I'll fucking unload it with him.
Type shit, type shit.
Yeah, I'm screaming thug life. Yeah, I like my money neat, but I still live a rough life. And I can't get no sleep cause I've been fighting demons all night. I get it, then repeat it, I've been thumbing through it all night. I'm straight up.
We want it to be right.
Yeah,
Not right now.
no, listen.
That's a good quote. I like that. That's a bar.
It's a bar.
That's a bar. Put that across the screen right here. We want it to be right, not right now.
We need it now too, but we need it.
We'll just cut that part out.
Thug life. Yeah, I like my money neat, but I still live a rough life. And I can't get no sleep cause I've been fighting demons all night. I get it, then repeat it, I've been thumbing through it all night. I'm straight up out the street, now I get back ends after long flights. Yeah, long flights. I got a show in Spain, yeah, man, that's a long flight. She thought I was a plumber when I came with that long pipe. I heard you sipping green, man, this that shit I don't like. These niggas screaming thug life. Yeah, I like my money neat, but I still live a rough life. And I can't get no sleep cause I've been fighting demons all night. I get it, then repeat it, I've been thumbing through it all night. I'm straight up out the street,